you have to work really hard. If you want to get anywhere with whatever you do, if you work hard enough, you're going to succeed. I just kind of laugh when I see people, telling me I've sold out or something like that, because I haven't changed anything. I just feel so happy to know that I'm one of the few people who, can actually say that I love what I'm doing.
Need motivation? Watch a top 10 with Believe Nation. What's up? It's Evan. My one word is believe, and I believe in you. I believe you have an amazing gift inside you that I want to see explode out onto the world. So let's get your motivation to a 10 and get you believing in you. Grab a snack and chew on today's lessons from a man who chose his stage name because his real name was already taken on MySpace, and then he went on to become one of the world's most popular and famous DJs. He's Avicii, and here's my take on his top 10 rules of success. Enjoy. All right, let's kick things off with rule number 1, make it happen.
When I first got into making music, it came kind of together when I downloaded the program first. That was the music I could make in the program. Before that, I didn't really listen to much electronic music at all.
Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes.
It was all about house blogs. I was always on those websites just to get the latest music to kind of get inspired, really. I, in turn, thought that why not try to send my songs to these house blogs and see, if they can promote it or if they can, release it.
So wake me up when it's all over.
My manager, he messaged me on Facebook and just said that he, came across my music and wanted to, meet up because he had a couple of ideas. That's when it kind of started getting real. I wanted to do music professionally, like as a career.
Rule number 2 is give it your all.
Try to figure out what you're most passionate about in life and what you're good at, and the mixture between those two, and then you should give it your all the time. You have to work really hard. If you want to get anywhere with whatever you do, if you work hard enough, you're going to succeed. And that's almost a fact. I've seen it so many times.
Rule number 3, just get started.
How has the game changed with technology in music?
Well, you don't really need anything anymore. You need your computer. that's all you need. You don't need any keyboards. You don't need anything to produce and to produce. If you know the program, like good quality music, And then obviously you're gonna have to, you have to know melodies, and not everyone can learn that. But it's definitely made it easier for so many people to get into this and get started with it. And a lot of people maybe that before couldn't afford or didn't want to risk buying hardware for thousands of dollars because they didn't know if they could produce or not. But now it's like all for pretty much nothing. You can just download it and it's amazing.
Things like GarageBand, for example.
Exactly, yeah. Or any of there's so many programs, and it's all about how you work with the program as well. So no, it's just amazing how easy it is to get started now.
Rule number 4 is find your path.
I actually just downloaded my sequencer one night when I was at my parents' cottage in like on our summer vacation thing, and I had nothing to do, and I had trying to play the guitar and stuff like that for 2 years, but I never got really good at it. And then I read on the internet about a program where you could paint your melodies. I'm like, gosh, this is cool. So I kind of downloaded that and tried doing a remix of an old track called Lazy Jones or Cancraft 400 combination. That one. So I tried to do a remix of that one, and it ended up not really being a remix, just an original. And then I kind of got stuck from that. Because it's so cold in Sweden for 8 months out of 12, so there's not that much to do. So you're kind of forced to find something to do. And I think DJing and production is the perfect thing for people kind of escape from the Swedish winter in a way. and because everyone has this dream to be able to travel the world, and since we've had so many people coming from Sweden who has been successful already, it doesn't feel that far-fetched to be able to make it, you know what I mean? Because people like Steve Angelo, Sebastian Grosso, Axwell, all of these other house producers have already made it, so it's so easy for people to feel like, I could do that as well, you know what I mean? I think that's why there's so many people doing it in Sweden.
Rule number 5, laugh at critics.
What do you think of detractors that attempt to claim your sound is too mainstream?
I mean, everyone has their own music taste. I don't know. I haven't changed my sound a bit from when I started to now in order to please the mainstream. I've always been doing the music I'm doing now. I've always stayed true to myself, and the music has become more popular, and the mainstream has opened up to a lot of more instrumental tracks and stuff like that. And I've always been interested in doing these kind of really melodic, uplifting tracks. So when I just kind of laugh when I see people, telling me I've sold out or something like that, because I haven't changed anything,
So I was wondering, do you find it bothersome at all when people say things like that? Because as you said, you've been creating the same sound for a very long time, so you haven't changed. The only thing that has changed is more people have discovered you. So does it feel weird to have people essentially hating on your success?
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning it bothered me, because you're like, oh yeah, I want to tell this person that it's not like that. Are you stupid? Just look at my music then or look at my music now. But then, I just kind of noticed the better things go. Like everyone said, the more haters you get, by default. And I mean, you can't say it to everyone, and I mean, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so right now I just kind of brush it off and don't really care that much. But obviously it's an annoying thing, but it's just something you have to overlook.
Rule number 6, find your creative process.
I'd say it's the number one most important thing. Every demo that we did started out as an acoustic version. So we'd come up with the song from scratch, and then we'd do it with just a vocal and a piano. And then I'd take those parts with me home, and then I'd make something of that. When it comes to production and then the samples I use for my kicks and drums and stuff like that, I've kind of narrowed it down enough now. I've gotten so much from my friends and in the scene too. We kind of share the best samples and stuff, so I kind of have a folder with these are the best sounds that that I love.
Rule number 7 is find your inspiration.
I could find the inspiration from if I hear a really good house track, for instance, I can be like, oh, this would be cool, but you could do it like this instead, you know what I mean? So you get inspiration, but then again you get inspiration from all types of musics, really. I mean, you can listen to an old Ray Charles track and get really inspired by just a certain rhythm or whatever, and then try to make something out of that and try to make it into your own thing and stuff.
Rule number 8 is surround yourself with great people.
I feel really fortunate that I've been surrounded by so many good people. My manager and everyone who I've worked with has been with me from the start, and I think it's really important. When Ash discovered me first, I didn't really know how to DJ. I was focusing on producing music and making music, so I didn't even know how I was gonna perform it, or if I was gonna perform it, if there's any way for me to perform it. When I met Ash, he just took it to a whole nother level, professional. When I met him, he really took me out of nowhere and then really built my career, And I wouldn't be here without that.
Rule number 9, my personal favorite, is love what you do.
I just feel so happy, that I'm one of the few people who, can actually say that I love what I'm doing, and to have gotten to the point where I'm at today, it's amazing, and I still can't believe it.
So you've essentially made it. What's next on the agenda for Avicii?
Just keep doing it, keep building it for as long as I can, and for for as long as I'm still loving it, you know, which is essentially what's been the most important thing for me since day one.
And rule number 10, the last one before the bonus, is have fun.
Blondes or brunettes?
Blondes. I'm sorry.
Do you like to sing just in the shower or anything?
I sing, yeah, to myself.
Do you?
No one hears. Yeah. I really like, actually, I like being in the studio when no one hears me and I can sing and stuff, yeah.
Do you? What do you
Yeah,
sing?
I do.
Yeah.
I write stuff. I try to, well, I can't do it in front of anyone because I get super nervous and super shy straight away.
I'll sing it right. Do you want to sing something right now? I'll sing something with you.
Absolutely not. It's
really?
not gonna, yeah, you're
Oh,
not
I
gonna
thought
get
you
me
were
with
gonna-
that.
oh.
No way. That wasn't an in for me to try to do this.
All right, I got some special Avicii bonus clips for you, but before getting to that, my question of the day is around rule number 9, love what you do. I want to know, what is the thing that you love to do most in your business? What is the thing that gets you super pumped up and alive? Leave it down in the comments below. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. Much love. I'll see you soon, and enjoy the bonus clips.
I started out with FL Studio. I just started leaking stuff on blogs basically because it was easier and it was easy to get how do you say it when you the attention, because it's hard to get labels when you're unknown, you know. So I kind of started leaking stuff, and I got found by my manager. I used to mail the owners of the blog and just, I mean, like, here's my music, you know, do you like it, and do you want to would it be okay to put it on the blog and stuff like that. And then they basically, because for every blogger it seems like they love the promotion aspect of it, because they don't want to just leak the music either. They want to like feel like they're doing something, I mean, good. So they gave a lot of feedback. They said like, oh, this is a new kid. Look, this is his MySpace, you know, and look at these tracks and stuff like that.
So, next up is the DJ headlining this evening. I'm a huge fan. He's amazing. Get ready for Avicii!
raise your standard.
Apple, at the core, its core value is that we believe that people with passion can change the world for the better.
Not one drop of my self-worth depends on your acceptance of me.
I don't ever give up. I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
Hey Believe Nation, if you want to see my all-time favorite top 10 rules of success, I have a very special secret video for you. These are the individual clips that I have personally learned the most from and applied to my life and my business. Check the link in the description for details.